Hey everyone, Travis here on day 2 of the second set of groups at the World Championships here in Singapore. I'm joined by Froggen of Alliance, fresh off of a throttling of Kaboom. Now, before we get into the Kaboom game, let's talk a little bit about this. I know you've just done a bunch of interviews. Everybody probably keeps asking the same thing, but I mean, what's going on? You guys were considered like, a really big favorite to get out, and you've been struggling these last couple of games. Like, what's happening?
I think versus Knight in White Hill, we just made a lot of individual mistakes. We got caught a lot, and that really shouldn't happen when we have a really good comp. And when we get a lead with that comp, we should be able to close it out. So it was mainly just us playing really poorly mechanically, and yeah, that's basically it.
How about yesterday?
First C9, we just got a team comp that was really hard for us to play out compared to how hard their comp was to play out, and it just makes it easier for them to play the game, and it makes it really hard for us to play the game. So we should not look to do that again. And we also had some mistakes made in mechanical play in that game, which shouldn't happen. So all that kind of things will probably be fixed. Some people had troubles with it's very cold on the stage, so they get cold hands, and that makes it harder for them to play because it's not the normal environment and stuff like that. But we will get used to it now that we played 3 games, and people just feel better and better on the stage right now.
By this point, we've seen all the different teams play in World several games. So many people are talking about mid laners at World Championships this year. You obviously one of the most talked about mid laners. I was curious if you had any thoughts on any of the other mid laners here that you think are impressive, even including the teams that played in Taipei.
I think all the hype there was with Cool going into the tournament, considering that, then I think Xiao played really well against him. Like, he actually managed to play really, really well in the games he played, and that also shows by the LMQ 2-0. I'm a bit surprised by that, so he's probably he's doing really good for the team.
And then finally, because we're sort of running out of time, any idea on what you guys are going to be looking like in the next couple of days? Are you confident that you'll be able to come back, no worries, or what's the feeling for you guys?
I think the entire team is pretty confident. We have rewatched our games, and we know what we have to do for the next games, and we have seen White Shield versus Cloud9 too, and it definitely looks like it's teams we should be able to beat if we play at our best. So the team is pretty confident, so I'm sure we will make it out.
Very good. Well, anyway, thank you so much for the interview. Looking forward to seeing you guys play over the next couple of days. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of Worlds at ongamers.com.